The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
John Lackey will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 24, Dexter
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dexter Fowler. As the switch hitter, he'll take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Harper, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Chris Bryant steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Chris Bryant.
And that misses inside 1-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Ground ball left side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Jason Worth will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Lackey steps into the windup, coming at him with the 0-1. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Up next for the Nationals,
Wilson Ramos will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, strike 1.
That's one of his best pitches tonight.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
now batting, shortstop,
Danny Espinosa stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. A.J. Cole is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Ben Zobrist steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder, number 22.
Jason Hayward ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Addison Russell digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Worth going back. Still going back. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, it's just a little and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you could certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some right there. That's a 2-run homer.
Now batting.
In is Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now, as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Stepping in now, number 40. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Worth ranging back. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Oh, and what's got to be running through that pitcher's mind right now? He already served up back-to-back home runs. You know he's feeling lousy. Then he throws one pitch to the third guy, and it gets hammered. I tell you, they're just jumping all over him right now.
The pitcher, number
Standing in
41.
now, John Lackey.
John Lackey.
Swinging a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Zimmerman is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
The center fielder, number 24. Dexter
Stepping in, Dexter Fowler. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Hit down the line, and that is off the first base bag. Zimmerman has it.
Well, there have been some hard-hit balls in the inning already. This isn't exactly one of them, but it's going to work out well for him just the same as he reaches here with another hit in the inning, and this one's just an infield single.
Chris Bryant ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step. Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That is 6 hits he's given up in just this inning alone. And what are they waiting for, man? You've got to get this guy out of there.
Anthony Rizzo digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounce towards the second baseman. Gloved by Murphy. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Will McHenry will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Will McHenry.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Center fielder number 9, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this 1-0.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but you know, he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're down 9-0. Felipe Rivero will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-1 on its way. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Revere is there, and he has it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped toward the second baseman. Murphy's got it on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison.
Addison Russell will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Jorge Soler will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Bryce Harper is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. This is skied into short left center. Soler is there. He's got it 1 away. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. On his way to pitch number 75. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now, because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And the count will be full. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Daniel Murphy stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hot shot down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Up next for Washington.
Into the box, Jason Worth. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Hit to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Washington. They're looking up at a 9. Number 40 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a solid performance in this one. Definitely been a bright spot for them offensively.
Line toward the alley in left center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
John Lackey will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's... Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
Yeah, and this starts to beg the question about what exactly you're trying to accomplish out there. I mean, I think you need to consider playing station to station right now and not trying to run things up even more.
A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Runner goes for third. And a bunt attempt here with 2 strikes that'll get foul, so he'll become out number 1.
And this is where, as a pitcher, you've got to approach each inning like it's an entirely new ballgame. If you start dwelling on the deficit you're in right now, the hole that you've already dug yourself into, you're bound to make some more mistakes and just compound the problems. So that was a good start to a new inning right here.
Dexter Fowler comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Chris Bryant will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, here it is. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. And if you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And the runner's coming home. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home. And I don't know what he's thinking, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Wilson Ramos will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Lackey looks in and delivers. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A windup and the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Digging in, Danny Espinosa. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Called strike 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Nope,
that misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Clint Robinson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And Lackey jumps ahead of him here with the fastball. Strike 1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. Trevor Gott will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Drilled to the right side. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
A second baseman, number 18.
Digging in, Ben Zobrist. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Rendon able to put it away, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number
Ready now, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right?
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Ben Revere will stand in to start off the 9th here, with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So
Russell with a great stop. He goes to first. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. Boy, I'll tell you, it has been like this all night long. The defense has just been airtight, and here's another super play to take away a hit.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Bryce Harper will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone.
Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch it.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those